juices of latest developments by Lucid Motors stocks in less than 5 minutes. At the beginning of the third month of 2022, most of Lucid Motors investors was surprised by a drop in the stock of about 15% within one day. And surely everyone who is interested in the topic wonders why. To understand why, we have to go back to late 2017, when Tesla announced a goal to build 5,000 cars Model 3 per week in 2018. And this number is really trivial for major car companies such as Volkswagen and Toyota, but it was a very difficult test for Tesla, which entered it at a stage called by Elon Musk the production hell, in which costs skyrocketed, and manufacturing plans were delayed and even failed many times. As soon as Tesla began to come out of this dark tunnel and achieve the required production, it found itself in a second difficult stage called the logistical hell, and as a result of these problems that the company experienced, investors lost their faith in Tesla and half of the market value of the company was erased in the first half of 2019. And this is the reason for the recent decline in Lucid stock. Lucid is currently in a phase similar to the phase that Tesla experienced in 2018. And the problem began to appear when Lucid announced at the beginning of the month that its losses exceeded $1 billion in the fourth quarter of 2021, but the truth is that this is not the problem, as investors are aware that Lucid is still not profitable and that this is a normal thing. Rather, the problem is the statements of the CEO, in which he said that Lucid has reduced its expectations for the number of cars it will produce by 2022 by 35%, after the original forecast was 20,000 cars. The company announced that the reason was the logistical difficulties in supply chains, which reminds us of Tesla's logistical hell period. But Lucid's inferno may be worse and hotter due to the instability of the situation in the current period due to the war, which in turn led to the problems of global supply chains, which had already started in 2020. And the thing that makes matters worse is that the company will not only face a logistical hell, but Lucid may enter a production hell as well, and the first reason is that the company faces a difficult production curve. No wonder, since the production of tens of thousands of cars means Lucid's plan, out of hundreds of cars produced by Lucid today, means a growth of up to 100 times, and this growth is not simple at all, especially when we know that Elon Musk summarized the difficult experience of Tesla in 2019 saying that building and operating a car factory is 100 times more difficult than building and operating a car. The second reason for Lucid's productivity hell is that the company faces new challenges, not only with one factory, but with two factories, where Lucid is working to expand the first and build the second from scratch. Specifically, the second factory will be in King Abdullah Economic City in Saudi Arabia, and it will start its life in 2022 as an assembly plant, not a production, but it is planned that this factory will develop with time and be able to produce 150,000 cars per year. But I warn investors in particular that their eyes should always remain open to the company because the possibility of failure is still possible due to the manufacturing and logistical difficulties that we mentioned. And after Lucid overcomes all these stages, if it manages to overcome it, of course, it will have the final obstacle and the last and most difficult monster, according to Musk, who wrote in a tweet that building a car model is easy, manufacturing is difficult, but achieving profitability is the most difficult. So, will Lucid be able to achieve profitability or even pass the current stage? Share your opinion with us in the comments. And this question is not only asked about Lucid, but about all emerging electric car companies. Stocks of Lucid Motors, Rivian, and others are currently underperforming compared to their post-IPO performance in the past 2 years, which is of course normal because investors would prefer, during difficult periods like the one we live in today, less risky stocks. And if you are one of Lucid's investors, I wish you good luck. And so, dear viewer, you realized the difficult road ahead for Lucid in less than 5 minutes. If you liked the episode, don't forget to like and share it with your family and friends. Rashad, the presenter of your program Hit the Road to Fire, was with you. See you soon.